Okay, for sales history, if I click on that sales history on the main menu, I'm presented with all the sales that I've had for what in this case I've chosen the calendar year. These lists again are always sortable as usual. I can sort line by line, and in this case I can look at totals, so let's see what my biggest order was. Or if I want to look at the margin column, I can take my margin based on average cost and look at what my highest to lowest margins were for each of my customers and sales. I can also move this into details mode. So this looks at every line of every invoice now. I can sort by part number and see who is all buying a particular part number in this list here. I can also now shortlist this. If I want to put in just a particular part number, I can type in a part number and it shows me just the items of the sales for that item. Or if I want to look at a product code, I can do so as well, and now just that grouping of items shows up. Or if I'm working on a particular customer, then I can come here and just type in one customer and see what their sales were. When I go to a salesperson and choose somebody, find somebody here that's sales, there we have just this person's sales. Back on invoice mode, if I sort by PO number, I can find a particular PO number with a couple of keystrokes for a particular customer, even if I didn't know who that customer was. All right, so while I'm in the invoices mode, I press my print button. I get some reports. So I'm going to choose company dashboard, customer sales history, and inventory sales history, and I'll preview that. So the first report to come up is the company dashboard. What this is showing is our top 10 customers for that period, our top 10 parts by warehouses, all warehouses, the 10 outstanding invoices from accounts receivable, the top 10 items by units instead of dollars as is above, the top 5 salespeople, and the top 5 territories. If I go to customer sales history now, this report is sorted at the top by territory and then beneath it by salesperson, and then it puts all customers within that particular grouping. So each one of them with a margin, a sale price, and a gross profit and gross profit percentage. The next one along is by inventory item. So each item grouped by product code and giving a total for each item and a total for each product code, and then of course a grand total at the end. If we run that same report by going into details mode, same 3 reports. For of course the company dashboard comes out the same because it's got just summary info. The customer sales history shows line by line off the orders and what the order numbers were. So you see exactly each time that the customers purchased this, again with all the totals, cost and GP amounts. And then again, the items now sorted by are grouped by product code with each line by line off the orders with their total quantities and how much they purchased and profit information.